Let me just get my book. Let me find my book. Alright. We'll go over the marriage thing since I'm on the topic. We go there, find some shade, and wow, it's warm out here. Let me see. Alright, you know, I figure since I'm on the homosexual or the gay marriage, let me go ahead and say something about it. Let me go ahead and say something about it. If it ain't filming right, it is what it is. Where are we? Oh, okay. Yeah, first off, what is marriage? What is marriage? Now, there's so much to be said. I only have so much time though, so I'm gonna cut to the point. This is the Balaam studies, of course. So you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna say things in the future that may not sit well with a lot of people, but I want you to ask yourself this question: is it the truth? Okay. That is the sole purpose of me doing all of this. Is it the truth? Is it real? You know, did I keep it real? Look at those aspects of my endeavors, of my you know what I'm saying, of my efforts. Did I keep it real? Was it true? Did I say the truth? You know? And if you have fault, then come back at me with something. But as it stands now, you might not like what I'm going to say in the future. You know? I'm going to say some things that's true. And if that's, by all means, if that makes me your enemy, then it is what it is, you know? So back to what I'm on. Marriage. In marriage, a person generally looks for their soulmate or someone who completes them, someone who they are compatible with, okay? But what people really want is someone that will give them that fullness in their life, that'll help them to have reach that area in their life of complete happiness, that happy ever after feeling, that happy ever after reality. And with that in light of the conversation, this gay marriage, my understanding of the whole gay agenda, why they wanted marriage in the first place, the marriage rights in the first place, is because of some of the benefits. They were griping about how gay couples don't have the same benefits. It had nothing to do with the love of the partner they wanted to show to the world type of thing. It was more the marriage people got these benefits and we are a couple and we don't have these, all of that. But we're gonna go past that. I ain't gonna even go there on that. I'm gonna go on this though. Alright, gay marriage. Person gets married, it's eternal. Well, it's supposed to be eternal, right? Now, here's the problem that I see. Here are some of the problems that I see with the whole thing. And I'm sure some people will disagree with me on this, but there are certain people who do not know if they are gay or lesbian or not. You follow me? Like, for example, some people, this is what I get. You know, people have to ask themselves the question, am I gay? Well, if you have to ask yourself the question, you're probably not. That's my take on it. Just because you have certain feelings towards, you know, you don't know what it is. It's probably because you're not around the opposite sex long enough, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? If a guy is around a bunch of guys for a long time, I'm assuming that if he doesn't watch himself, he's gonna eventually have, from what I have observed, okay, there are guys that after being around the opposite sex for so long, they just assume that they like the opposite sex. I'm just keeping it real. Okay? I've been in situations where there were no women around, and there were only guys around. And some guys, they went the other way just because there were no women around. I don't understand it, but to think that they should marry someone because of that reason, that doesn't sit well with me. Here you are, 1 minute you like women, and then the next minute, because there are no women around, you know what I'm saying? And then you're going to get married, only to find, 10, 15 years down the line, when, you know, whatever it is that took you wears off, you want to go back the other way, because your natural fulfillment, you see, your real fullness comes when you go the natural way. And for most people, the natural way is not. For most people, to my knowledge, the natural way is not the gay way. Alright, that's one of my arguments, you know. People who get married, a girl who tries out lesbianism because she's not pretty, or she's a tomboy or something, and then she just assumes that maybe, hey, because she's not around a bunch of guys and guys don't like her because she's so boyish, that maybe she should like girls. And then she get involved in a relationship with a girl and, you know, think this is the way it is, when later on down the line she meets a guy who puts her in her place, who makes her feel like a woman. And now she's involved with this, but she recognizes that this is where she wants to be, and she's confused. You know? I mean, some people are not that way, but I'm telling you what I get, you know, what I've studied from my observation of mankind in my few years on this earth. I've known of women who like other women, but they met some guy, which I knew. Generally that's the case. I have a friend who meets a girl who was going that way, and he turns her to go back the other way. And what do? They got kids now, they talking about getting married now, but just you know what I'm saying, a year or two ago, she was trying to go with Sally, trying to go with, you know what I'm saying, Stacy, and here she was going to lock herself in by contract, by agreement, supposedly. Now, you know, she's an atheist, and it don't matter, to my knowledge. She just get a divorce and it's over. But from where I stand, you know, I ain't gonna go there. I don't know how much time I got. Alright. Here's another thing. Okay. I say that, and that plays on the second part, you know. Heredity. You know, some people are born with Don't get me wrong. I didn't believe it either, but some people are born with, you know, some funny traits. You know, they born with some funny. You know what I'm saying? I seen a guy, and he was even on television when I seen him. I think I even met a few guys that they just naturally have like feminine ways. They just naturally have it. And I can see how someone could assume that, you know, may get confused in their lives and think, well, hey, maybe I'm supposed to be a woman. But in reality, that ain't the case. And a couple years down the line, he meets a woman that makes him feel like a man. You know? And then that phase, it fades away. You know? But he's so deep into a relationship with this other guy that he don't want to, you know what I'm saying? He's like, I don't, you know, because he locked himself into that situation with his natural, I know I might get some hate mail on this, but his natural way is, it comes out after a few years. It comes out. Now, it ain't, he goes both ways. To me, that's a bunch of garbage, man. Real talk. You only go one way. You tried the other way, and you doing it because you do it. You know? But you don't really, there's only one way to, what I was talking about in the beginning. It's only one way to meet that fullness in your life. We talking marriage. We're not talking shacking up. Shacking up, that's a different story. But we talking marriage, okay? We talking marriage, you know? When, you know what I'm saying? A person gets up and they ain't looking their best. Their hair messed up or something, you know? And it don't even matter because y'all married or whatever. Because, you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, you know? But here it is. It's one thing to have some bad hair days. It's another thing to wake up and you be like, you know what? I ain't even feeling the whole relationship. I might have to break this up in parts. This might be part one of the Balaam gay marriage deal. You know? Let me cut it here.